Hey, this is Allison.
And this is Nina.
And this is Chaotic Good, the Anything But Neutral reality TV podcast.
And today we are recapping Survivor Season 49, Episode 5. And maybe a little bit of 4 because
we didn't
talk about it. We didn't recap it. If you listen to our previous podcast episode, we went into great detail of why. The reasoning for it.
So, but if you don't listen to our Real Housewives recaps, I understand because I feel like we are recapping 2 different universes.
Universes, yes.
2 universes that live inside our hearts,
yes.
but not necessarily yours. So if you're a doggone good Survivor fan, but you're not with our snowflakes on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, I went into the distressing detail of minutes before we were going to record our Survivor recap of episode 4 last week when our Mr. Matt went home.
R.I.P.
My flight got canceled home from Italy, along with the rest of my family. It was 5 tickets in total, all got canceled, and I had to put the kibosh on the episode because I had to get us. I had to get
it together.
I had to get my family home.
Yeah, Italy was trying to keep you. We were joking about it all week, like, oh, we're never gonna see her again. Italy's gonna keep her, and then it actually happened
because I hadn't seen a pug yet.
Yes, that's
that
right.
I wasn't gonna leave until I saw a pug, and then I saw a pug.
And it was such a good sign. It's like, okay,
day.
now you can go home, and now everything's good. And then. Yeah, and then Delta's like, oh, actually, no. And not even was the flight, I mean, you went into
I'm saying it was canceled for me.
You, for the fam, but not for everybody else.
Oh no, that 12:10 p.m. flight still
left.
It still happened. No, the flight was overbooked, and we were kicked off because I am still in a stage of my life where I refuse to upgrade flight tickets.
Yeah.
I get the economy and no upgrades. I have had an American Express card for pretty much my entire adult life, but it's done jack diddly squat for me. I said it.
No, we said it. We said, come at us, big credit card. We're not scared.
But I asked Mr. ChatGPT why was I and my family kicked off this flight. And essentially, if you have not upgraded at all, if you're like economy, if you're not on Sky Priority, if you're not in some like business class or economy upgraded, like you're the first
booted.
First to boot.
Yeah. And it ain't right.
Ain't right. But I got home. And now we are back in the studio together.
Yes, we are. We're in the same screen. We're in the same room, in the same state. It's wonderful.
Yeah, all is good. And now we can actually recap Survivor. Yeah. And so we're like turbo loaded, stuffed to the gills with Survivor thoughts.
Yes.
And takes.
But
before we dive into that, how are you doing, Nina? How are you aligned?
I'm feeling good. I am feeling lawful good. Lots of exciting things have been happening in October. It's very much like maybe the best time to be in Athens. There was just so much activity. I've talked about a couple of things that happened last week. This week, the place that I work, we had this big outdoor movie screening. We showed The Blob, the 1958 classic, if you will. And it was so much fun. Yeah, it's like the big screen. People bring chairs and blankets, and it's nice and cozy. We give out free popcorn and prizes, and I look forward to it every year, and it went so smoothly this year. It truly just brings me back to the time that our first time putting it on, and it was... I can remember that so clearly. Like, I remember the people that we hired to set up the screen and to put it up and the speakers and everything. Like, they got there like 2 hours late. So they started setting up, I think, the time that we actually told people the event was starting. Like, the speakers weren't working great. At one point I had to get on the mic and do like a little intro, and like the mic wasn't working.
The mic wasn't working. Oh my gosh. And then there was this little kid, because I was there, and there was this little kid
razzing me.
God bless his heart.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I can't hear you.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
And Nina's like, I'm trying my best.
And I know that kid. And yeah, I'm coming for you. I'm going for that kid. Long con. You're still too young for me to do actually anything, but I know your mom. I'm waiting. I'm bidding my time. Don't you worry. Oh yeah, and like we had this big like almost like honorary guest come, which was very exciting, but it just felt like I felt very discombobulated. I felt like I wasn't ready, and
as
I don't
a
know.
viewer, it seemed like it went off without a hitch. It was a
yeah.
great night, and it's a great event. And I'm so
a great event.
glad that it went smooth sailing for you this year.
I'm so glad, and that was just like that was kind of like my big event at work. It's just like for the year. So also now that that's done, I'm not gonna lie, it's very much like if you can hear that. Hands off. It's smooth sailing for the rest of 2025 at work.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I'm so excited for that. I'm also feeling lawful good because there's an election happening in Georgia.
Yes.
I have my little sheet. I have my little cheat sheet because I wanted to have as much correct info as possible. But yes, there are 2 positions opening up for the Public Service Commission. And at the moment, it's 5 seats in that commission, and they're all Republican. But there's 2 that are up for election right now. And we just gotta go out there and we gotta vote. And we gotta vote Democrat. So it's Alicia Johnston and Peter Hubbard, and they're for District 2 and 3. And if you're like public service commission, like who the heck, like what the heck even is that? Who cares? These are pretty much the people that decide how much we pay for power. These are the people, like if every year, and this does happen because I'm in our, text circles and our group chats every single year, we're all like, is anybody's power bill like higher than usual? Is anyone doing anything different? There's something wrong. And this happens every single year. We all feel it. And these are the people that decide that. These are the people that hold Georgia Power accountable or don't. So I think it doesn't seem very big. I know there's a lot going on in the world, and a lot of times it can feel so overwhelming and like you can't do anything. I'm giving you this in a silver platter. Here is something you can do. And it's so easy. I went today during my lunch break. I went to, it's early voting right now until Halloween.
Oh, okay. Great.
And then the actual like election day is November 4th. I love early voting. It's so comfy. I'm like, oh my God, they're open all these hours. Of course I'm going to go. And it was so quick. The whole series of me showing up, voting, and getting my little sticker was shorter than a Sabrina Carpenter song. Like, you can do this. And not only can you do this, it's the least you can do, and it could honestly make like such a big impact for so many people in our state. So if you're in Georgia and you're listening to this, I just go out there and vote. I love vote. I always feel like Leslie Knope. Or
yes.
like New Girl. I love voting so much. I think it's exciting, it's fun. I'm like, oh my gosh, taking part of democracy is fun.
Did you get a treat?
I got my little sticker.
The sticker.
I got my little.
If you're watching us on YouTube, we've got the early voter sticker.
It's a very chic sticker.
I want to show up with my sticker
the
next time we pod.
Yes.
Because
I can't wait.
Halloween is trick or treat, and the treat this year is voting early.
In Georgia. Let's do it, y'all. I know. Like we've got busy schedules. I know there's a lot going on, but we can do this. So I always feel so pumped after voting. So I'm also, that's why I'm so excited that we're podcasting right after.
Yeah.
So like, let's go. I feel like I feel like, let's go, people. Let's go, democracy. We got this.
And
it feels very that.
Lowering our power bill.
Let's do it.
Because this is too much. I have a lot of friends that live in like cute older homes that they just leak. Yeah. They just leak, and
we're all doing the thing. We're all like keeping our temperatures low. We're not messing with it. We're out here freezing in the winter and not using our AC in the summer, right? Because we're just trying to save all of our pennies. And there's only so much that we like individuals can do. It's time for us to, all get together. Let's all get behind this task force and vote these people in.
Okay. You heard it. And for my alignment.
Yes. How are you feeling?
I'm actually lawfully good.
Also.
As well.
Ooh. Oh my gosh, this might be the first time that we're on the
same page.
Yeah. Ooh. How are you feeling?
So I'm feeling lawfully good because my husband is shooting In Athens.
In Athens.
In Athens, Georgia today.
Oh my gosh. Really? Where? Oh my gosh, where at?
At the Classic Center, and then some like alleyways downtown. It's a Christmas movie.
Oh.
And I'll tell you more about it when the Christmas movie
when
comes
it comes out. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. Maybe we'll recap it.
So yeah.
For a Patreon. Maybe we'll start a Patreon. If you want to hear that, let us know. Let us know in the comments on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok. Let us know in the comments if you would want to hear our takes on this yet to be filmed Christmas movie.
I can't speak on the quality of this Christmas movie because my husband, he works in the film industry in Atlanta, which is about an hour and a half away. And so he goes to Atlanta to work, and he never works at home, and his commute is awful. But yeah, they ended up scouting some locations in our cute little hometown, and he's shooting today. So it's just fun.
How fun! Is he gonna be? Do you know? Is it a late shoot? Like, is he just gonna be like out all day? I don't know. Can we spot? Can we like? Is there a drive-by situation that we can do?
Well, they're having lunch at 6 p.m. So yeah, it's a late shoot.
It's a late shoot. Got it.
But we're gonna be celebrating our friend's birthday tonight and doing a dinner there. Yes. So yeah, life is good, chica.
Life is good, chica. And now it's about to get better because we're about to talk about Survivor season 49, episode 5.
Season 49, episode 5. So my boy Jason got voted out. So if you listen to our first episode recap, at the end of the first episode, we named our winner picks. Nina's.
I voted MC.
Nina voted MC,
that's my
and
vote.
I voted Jason. And so I have now seen him run his course on season 49 because he was voted out last night. I feel a mixed bag about it, honestly. Okay, so what I'll preface this episode with is that I am coming with a lot of spicy takes.
I'm so excited.
Today,
we have not talked about this at all. I hope people know this. Like, I know we're good friends. We talk all the time and we discuss so many things. We have not talked about the last 2 episodes of Survivor.
Yeah,
we have not. So I am, and you're saying this, and it's not that you don't ever have spicy takes, but you being like, oh, I've got things to say. I'm like, oh my god. Okay.
I say this also because I do consider the people who play in Survivor as real people.
Yeah.
Whereas
I see. Yes, our housewives are more.
They've signed Andy's book.
Yes.
That Mr. Andy Cohen's book, and I just feel like the housewives are really signing up to the public spectacle that they're living in, and just the way they carry themselves on the show, they are inviting my feedback.
Yes.
Whereas the people on Survivor, it is real people living real lives and are just put in this really extreme situation, and it's a dog-eat-dog world out there. And so I will say, like, my hot takes, I'm also trying to just say I have understanding that these are real people, and they don't know how they're gonna play.
No.
When they come on the show, they don't know how it's gonna go. They don't know how the editing is gonna go. So much of the game is luck, etc., etc. So
the music that they're gonna play while you're like, I don't know, just like going through a challenge, or when you're like
dodo bird music,
when you're just walking around minding your own business around the jungle, like exactly.
They could either do the like badass music, or they go to boom, 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 boom. So, I will say why I feel a mixed bag about Jason going is that his preseason interviews, I was really drawn to him just because he was a very good speaker, very engaging, just really touched my heart. I just left like really feeling like a cheerleader for him.
Yeah.
And then his performance in the show, either was a mix of him not getting a lot of attention from producers or the editing room. Maybe things were left on the floor. But I also feel like him in the elements, not getting as much food, I just felt like he kind of had this scared look on his face.
Yeah.
For so much of the season and the conversations, and just these moments where his like glasses are falling down on his nose and then he's just putting them back
So
up.
also, yeah, like I'm sure also it's like sand in your eye and also the sun. Like it was a lot of this.
Yeah.
Where exactly, it's like it made him look like confused, scared, or not even, and also like he wasn't, like confused. Like he looked, because like all these different elements, like he often looked confused, and I think,
and
that was.
And I think what I'm wanting from Jason and from several other players is to wake up, and get
kind
of fierce and play the game. Because it's hard. Okay, so it's like these two different like worlds that I feel like I'm juggling in my hand, that I have understanding for both. Okay, so on one side, I want this show to be good. I, as a viewer, when I'm watching it on my couch, I want it to be entertaining. Yeah. And so that means people are playing, coming up with new ideas, blind sides,
backstabbing, lying.
People are getting annoyed with each other.
Yeah, sometimes getting into fights, like rearranging of alliances.
The power dynamics constantly
exactly.
shifting.
Yeah.
So as a viewer, that is what I desire.
Yeah.
As a player, if you really want to get to the end and win the $1 million, at this point, what is the best thing to do? Play it cool. Don't stick your neck out too far. Don't rub people wrong.
No big swings.
No big swings.
Anytime anybody, it's such a thing where it's like, if anybody's like, oh, so what do you think? Oh, so who do you think we should vote out? And everybody, I mean, I don't know. I could go either way.
Because you don't want to throw out a name.
Exactly. You never want to throw out a name.
And if you're already working, it's like pre-merge at this point, and if you're already working with like a solid 5, then if the goal was to win $1 million and get to the end, and then a lot of times at the end it's a social game that ends up winning you it. Like it's not necessarily these big moves. I mean, you can win in so many ways at the final tribal council. You could argue yourself in so many ways. So that is just where I'm struggling, because I understand people are playing in a way to win, but I also feel like the season itself isn't winning because of it. Yeah. So let's dive into what actually happened at Tribal Council. So, like I said, my Mr. Man Jason got voted out. 5 votes were all on Jason, and then he voted for Rizzo. Which, the Rizzo vote, I was like, when that happened, because because at one point, like pretty earlier on into the conversations, he brought up, or Savannah brought up, Rizzo, but then it was never touched on again.
Ever again.
And all the conversation was between Juwan or Jason. Yeah. And so I was like, is Jason gonna play his shot in the dark?
I know. Why didn't he? So I was screaming at the TV screen late last night. Like, why?
Because it felt like he was saved last week to give him an opportunity to play the shot in the dark today. Yeah. So I listened to his exit interview, and he said that essentially the previous vote, when he was saying he was going to play a shot in the dark, he got pushback from original Uli that were like, hey, if you want to play ball, if you want to play with us, then play with us and show us that you can write down a name. And actually you saying that you're going to play your shot in the dark makes it sound like you don't really want to work with us. And so he was like, okay, I hear you. I do want to play with y'all, and I want to prove that. So I'm going to put down Matt's name. So he was still thinking that he really needed to like play, and he was hoodwinked. And he said that he was really sold the Rizzo story heavily by Savannah.
Interesting.
And the 2 people he was talking to essentially pre-voting was Juwan and Savannah. Which he did correctly point out that those were not the right people, because I felt bad, because when you are like the one on the outs, if everybody's red and then you're yellow, what you're looking for is the crack.
Yeah.
And the crack was Jawan. And he was like, Jawan's my nerdy brother. And I'm like, no, Jawan is your only chance.
Yeah.
You've, like, and I just, it shocked me that he didn't pick that up
on the other dynamics. That it's like a Jawan in this, like, old, like, Uli tribe is, like, obviously in the bottom of that, like, group. And to not, like, understand that and see that, and exactly, it's like, that's your boy. It's like, okay, then, like, that's where you need to link
because
up.
There are some moments, and we'll get into the Jawan and Savannah of it all.
Yes.
Nina, save that dessert for later. Trust me. But when Savannah, she thinks that Jawan is eavesdropping on her, and then he ends up walking away, and then she goes to Sophie, oh, that's so annoying. You know, she's already saying, like, little comments and stuff like that.
So she's
sowing
the seed. She is planting those seeds.
Yes. So it's like,
as you're supposed to do in
Survivor.
Dang
it! Jason didn't catch that.
Yeah.
And he was pretty much saying, like, he voted for Rizzo because he was told Rizzo was the name by Savannah, and he was like, I'll do whatever you guys say. But yeah, in hindsight, it made no sense. I also, this is another thing I'm having a really hard time with on the show, is I think Jason having that scared look on his face, not really playing. Yes, it is partially because there's a good chance that if you play it safe, you will get farther in the game. Also, I think it's people because they're so hungry. Yeah. They are so depleted. Yeah. They are exhausted, completely gassed out, nothing left in the tank. And
especially after this last challenge.
I
mean, again, we'll talk. I'm sorry. I know we keep skipping around, but holy crap.
Yeah.
The challenge this episode, I was like, oh, that's water torture. Like, I feel like this is... I feel like I'm watching people get tortured, actually. Like, it was not a fun challenge to watch.
And then before the journey, what they made...
Oh my god, with the bags.
With the 500 bags that they made MC and Nate carry around.
Oh my god. So exactly, yes. So
I just feel
extremely depleted this episode, yeah.
You know, they get the whole tribal council set up. The kids come on in, they sit in their chairs, and then Jeff's like, wow, y'all look really tired.
Y'all look tired.
And they say like, oh yeah, we would love to be strategizing more, we'd love to be talking more, but it's so hard when your brain is mush. And I'm like, that pisses me off.
Yeah.
Because we, as a viewer, and I think as the producers and the editor and the whole production, they also don't want to be working with brain as mush people.
Yeah.
Because there could be other things happening if they just had a little something.
If they just had a little bit more.
At the tribal council, Jeff was like, yeah, people thought the 26-day game would be easy, but it's not. It's not, because we took, essentially, before the 26-day game, when it was 39 days, they would start with rice. And so they took away the rice, and now they have, like, coconut and crab legs. And if they can get a crab.
If they can crab.
But really, it's just coconut. No, and I just feel like they would be able to just do more and play more and just have, like, more. So in the casting process, when they are interviewing people and all of that to cast them, they are casting them when they are, like, fed and hydrated and stuff. They're their most energetic self. And that's what I noticed about Jason, is that when he was doing his exit interview, it was like, that's my boy. That's my Jason. Like, there he is. Yeah. Had a little bit of food. So on Australia, they do actually feed you a little bit more.
Okay.
It's nothing crazy, because I do like how Survivor is, like, it's stripping you of the elements. It's putting you in this uncomfortable situation, and it's kind of like when push comes to shove, who are you really? When you're stripped of everything, your economic status, your relationships, your, you know, all these things, who are you really at your core? Your creature
comforts,
Who are you really at your core? That's what I want to see. I think you need a few calories to really show me that. So core, in
Australia, because I haven't seen enough, is it the thing of, like, they give you rice and you at least have that? Okay.
Yeah, so they usually give you rice and beans, or rice and lentils to start.
Okay.
So that's how I felt. On that topic, because we literally have like a whole like 5 minutes at Tribal of them talking about how exhausted they are.
Yeah, which happened. Was that the last episode or 2 episodes? The brain fog. I guess it was.
That was the
the
Keeley Tribal Council.
Yeah, the brain fog. Yeah. It's like, which again, yeah, it's not fun. It's not fun to watch that.
And what did you think about Jawan apologizing to Jeff about not being well spoken enough at Tribal Council?
Oh,
because the week prior, Jeff kind of asked him a question at Tribal Council and he froze.
Oh, that's right. He said like, "Oh, I wasn't even like paying attention" or something like that, right? Like I think he mentioned,
or I think he just said a phrase back, and he could tell that Jeff wasn't impressed with the response. And then he talks about how he just is afraid that because he's so exhausted, he's not well spoken enough. And he says that he has felt possibly on the bottom.
Oh, yes. Okay, sorry. Yes, I do.
Had that emotional fire making moment on day 2. And he's like, and I know it's paranoia. I'm like, it's not. Exactly. It's not paranoia.
Exactly. It's so obviously it's so easy for us as the viewers to be like at the screen, be like, Joanne, you're not being paranoid. This is really happening. I so badly. And again, this is maybe like another thing about Survivor and why it's so fascinating. It is that thing of like, exactly, when everything is stripped away, like how much do you trust yourself and your gut? I think that's a really big part of this show. And how many times have we seen players say exactly that? Like, oh, I was kind of thinking maybe this, or I kind of felt like this was maybe going on, but no, I think it'll be fine. And then they're blindsided. It's like, of course, I'm also yelling at my screen. I'm like, Joanne, listen to that feeling. You feel like you're in the bottom. Why is that? Let's like, this is therapy speak, but it's like, okay, why do you feel that way? Why do you feel that way? Oh, because these things happen, because people said these things, or you're noticing these other. Okay, let's like focus on that. And if that's the case, Joanne, if you're at the bottom, let's make an alliance with Jason. Let's like figure out some other people that you can like get connected with. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it was gonna be pretty tough. I don't know how we were gonna save Jason.
But let's talk about it. So I will say, we're all worried about Joanne at merge.
I am extremely worried for Jawan.
However, even if Jawan knows that he is not in a good spot with this tribe, with like his original Ulis, ultimately, so if he aligned with Jason, because it's a 6-person tribe at this point, he would have had to pull 2 more people to get that majority vote, which out of Rizzo, Nate, Savannah, and Sophie, he could not have pulled 2 more people.
He's got 0 pull.
He's got 0 pull with those people.
Tribe.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a very scary place to be.
I feel bad for Jawan in those moments where he is really just really sticking up for the team. Like
oh my gosh, he is so diehard for this team.
He rigged that rock draw before the journey to make sure that Jason didn't get it. You know, he's doing a lot to protect these people, but like,
and these people are gonna sell him down the river. Like there was a part, I think I took a note where there was a point where he said something like, because they showed these really cute moments between Joanne and Jason where they're like, hey, where Joanne's like, hey Jason, what's your favorite Pokemon? I'm just like, it's just so cute. I'm like, oh my god, I'm watching a lamb go to slaughter. I'm like, this is so cute. Why are they showing us this?
two lambs, because it was either going to be Joanne or Jason. So what did you think about Savannah and Nate weighing the pros and cons of taking out Jason versus Joanne? Because if they took out Joanne, the pro to them is maybe it won't feel like a complete Ula versus Hina war.
Which I thought there was merit to that. I did think there was merit to that. I thought that was very interesting. I thought it, again, as a viewer, would have been more exciting. As much as I like Jawan, I'm so sorry. That would have been more interesting to me. I mean, because
but I kind of understood why they didn't, because.
So why do you think? Because I also I also understood the idea of like, exactly, we take Jawan first, not even because of the Uli thing, but because like Jason is still like I don't know, it's like another person with 0 pull, so that could have been an easy person to kick out, unless merge is next. I don't know. I guess maybe
So,
maybe that's what they're worried about. That if they were
let's
to
say
merge.
merge is next episode, and we're gonna bring both of these tribes together. If they had taken out Jawan instead of Jason, I think that leaves the Uli side of the war with Rizzo, Nate, Savannah. I think Shannon is going right back to them.
She's going right back to them. Yeah,
Shannon's going right back to them, and I think Sophie's with them.
Yeah.
And then that leaves on the others, that's 5 total.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, we've got Christina, MC, Steven, which I think are all going to be together. And then I think Sage is going to leave original Uli.
Yes. Oh, and be with these people. Oh, yeah. Especially
them.
since we're seeing, like, some possibility when she had that combo with Steven and Alex.
And I think Jason, even if they save him, he's going to go back to them.
Oh, yeah, he's going to go back to
because he realized, like, even if he gets saved this vote, he was not actually a decision person at all in that vote. So I think Jason is going back to them. Sophie, literally, who is Sophie at this point? Sophie with an E.
Sophie with an E. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna assume she's still with them, but she is just one big question mark.
I think and again, I'm so curious. I'm like, are people just not showing her? Is she strategizing?
So that is 6.
Yeah,
and then we have Alex, who I really don't know how he's gonna go because he has that type on with Sophie, but he's also getting close with Steven especially, but then he also has been doing a lot of chatting and some hand holding and kissing with Shannon. She kissed his hand, and I was like, "Girl, calm down." I'm like, "Ew, don't." I'm not out
Shannon.
here. I'm not out here kissing hands, no. And it's like Dirty Island. It's just you.
Oh, Shannon.
Well, we're coming for you, honey. Just wait. So at that point, it would be 7. Possibly against the Uli 5.
Well, there you
because
go.
Because you're really not sure, like, could I pull Alex? Could I not? Whereas, like, Joanna's so with them still.
Yeah.
And has shown that so much. So I am not surprised that they
kept him. Yeah.
That they kept him. Right. And he is such an... If they have to slaughter a lamb, they have Jawan. And I feel like they would have slaughtered Sage, but Sage is gonna be like, oh, you thought you were gonna be able to just, I'm an expendable person.
Exactly,
but
how the tables have turned with Sage. I'm fascinated. I'm having so much fun watching what's happening with her.
Her breakout episode. I can't wait to chat about her. So yeah, my boy Jason, unfortunately, it's just, you spin it every way. And okay. So that is Tribal Council. So now I was thinking about us maybe going through some of the new Hina players.
Let's do it.
Player by player, and kind of discuss where they are, what they did this episode.
Let's do it. Also, it feels so, I've got to say this now, it feels so strange. Like the new, like not me, I loved Hina, the original Hina, so much that it feels so
You're like,
strange.
Allison, how could you say Hina? These aren't...
Literally, I'm like, this isn't Hina, how dare you? There's actually no Hina left. There's actually no Hina in this Hina, so it's not really Hina. It feels very strange to not be pushing for Tina. And actually, yeah, trying to now I'm all Keely. Yeah. I'm all wherever my girl MC goes, that's where I go.
That is the asterisk there. Wherever MC is, Nina's
I will follow. Yes.
So, I want to talk about Savannah.
Oh my gosh,
Savannah. First. So, Savannah, I do think she is a star of this season. Mm-hmm. They feature, I swear, every confessional.
So yeah.
And every thought process and any step she takes in the game, it is being documented.
Even if it goes nowhere. I feel like that's, I don't know if this episode, but I wish I would have written it down, but maybe an episode or two previously, like, she was, like, talking about whatever the heck, and I was thinking, like, oh, well, they're showing it, so surely this must mean something. Not even, I know sometimes the producers show us something, it's, like, almost like a red herring, right? Like, when we think, oh, they're showing us this, so they must be voting for this person, and then you get to Tribal Council, they all vote for someone else. She was literally talking about nothing, and I'm like, oh, so that literally went nowhere. They just highlighted this. Exactly.
Yeah.
This thought bubble that she had in her head, and that's it. Okay.
To me,
Icky.
to me, it's giving winner.
You think?
Yeah. Because they want you to see
the whole
whole winner journey, all of their thoughts and all the paths they could have taken, but then they didn't, and all of that. So that is a guess on my end. And yeah, so I would say the thing I want to talk about first is Jawan.
Oh, Jawan.
With Savannah.
Oh my God.
Because earlier on in the episode, he is sipping from a water bottle and she goes, oh.
Huh, where's my water bottle?
And it's hers.
And it's hers, y'all.
And
he is drinking from her water bottle.
Not good. Not good. And she goes right back to the rhetoric of, he's stressing me out.
He's stressing me out. Why would I want to have a stressful factor when in a situation that's already so hard? I want to get that out. I want to get that stressful factor out. So I want to vote him out. And I'm just like, I'm sorry. I understand. I understand Savannah fully at this moment.
Oh,
and
okay.
I do. I'm sorry. I do. It's that thing where I put myself in her situation. I'm like, if I was a survivor, if I was hungry, what would she's a stronger woman than me. I don't agree
with Nina at all.
I would because I would be losing my shit. I would be losing my shit at Joanne. And not that I'm saying that that's right. I'm not saying that it's right that I'm losing my shit or that I'm getting angry. I just know I would. I would take these like little things that he does, which I truly believe are by accident, and I would be so upset.
I'm waiting for Nina to finish.
And I'm done. That's what I take. That's what I take. Oh no.
Okay, because my take is that Savannah is a type A person that is out here to punish the type Bs of this world. And Nina,
and I'm famously a type B.
Nina's a poster child
of type B. Excuse me. Yes.
And I am also a type B. I would like to say that this is a type B.
Allison,
advocate.
You are not a type B. Allison, I think you're a very chill type A. I think you're very what's it called? I think you're type A rising and a B moon. You know, if I'm using any astrology people out there, if you can tell me if I'm right or wrong with that, I think you get shit done.
I do.
You understand? You're like, oh, I've got a task, no problem. And you even if you don't understand, you figure out how to do it, you get it done, blah blah. Meanwhile, I'm over here like, I don't know. I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I should. You know this. I don't need to explain. but you get it done. But you are fun. You definitely don't.
And
you don't punish.
I love type Bs.
The type Bs. You do not punish the type Bs. That's for sure.
I want to hang out with type. Yeah. It's like my work brain is a type A brain.
Mm-hmm.
But like, leave her in the office. You know, put that girl in the desk chair and close the door. It's like, if I want to hang out, if I want to party, socially, put me at the type Bs.
Yes.
So it's making me think of a few cases in my life that I'm like, oh, I've met Savannahs in my life, and so I'll give you an example. So my college dorm roommate, she was a Savannah type. In the sense of, we're literally sharing a dorm. So it's like a very, very small room. I run out of clean towels, and I need to take a shower, and she has some clean towels. And in my head, I'm like, it's just a towel. I'm going to use the towel.
And I'm going to clean it.
And then I'll wash it, and I'll give it back to her. It's literally chill. It's fine. I go and take a shower. I use the towel, blah, blah, blah. Later that day, she's like, did you use one of my towels? And she was pissed off at me.
She was really pissed off at me. Oh
and I was like, I'm going to clean it. And it's just, because I feel like, Nina, you wouldn't get pissed off with people for like, I've camped with you.
We have camped.
We have a mean bone in your body.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I will say, by the end of our camping, I do get annoyed. Oh. I keep it in because it's not a survivor situation. We're all very good friends, and we have been for years, and we will continue to be for years. But people do things and I do get annoyed, but I just walk away. You start to see me less by the end of camping. I do a lot of like, I'm going to clean the dishes. I do a lot of that. I do a lot of that.
Okay, maybe
I do a lot of like, I'm going to the bathroom. I'm going to the bathroom.
So, okay, so maybe Nina is a Savannah in hiding.
I think I might,
and I never knew that, because
I think I might be a little bit, at least I understand her. I do understand it. I'm not saying it's right. I also want to say I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying I understand.
And I'm not necessarily right
this
either.
is a very vulnerable episode. I feel like we're really like...
Because usually we agree.
I know.
Usually we agree.
I know.
Because, yeah, I just think someone who is, like, so,
like, my way or the... Well, okay, but
they're so
how do you feel
obsessed
about
with
this?
It's like, okay, so when she goes to Nate, and it's like, wouldn't mind voting Jawan out, because he's touched my water ball and he touched my bag. Nate laughs it off. But if I was Nate, I would be like, oh, so my Survivor game is in the hands of, like, you being such a diva about your water bottle being touched. Like, how about,
like your game strategy is just people, like, that are kind of annoying you. It's not actually, like, what's gonna take you to the end? Exactly.
And I would
like,
be
what's
like,
gonna take us to the
she's
end?
gonna tell me who's going home because of her flipping water bottle?
Is it, okay.
Don't you dare come to me about that.
So I just thought of this. Is it giving Annie?
From earlier this season?
Yes. Is it giving Annie?
In what way? Oh, of her, like, trying to dictate the vote? I mean, later,
or
like...
feeling like she maybe has... I mean, Savannah, I think, kind of, like, does have the power. I think she maybe is...
Oh, Savannah's definitely in a power
numero
seat.
uno, I think, in the Uli. In the Uli Alliance, yeah. So, I guess maybe that's how it's different, that Annie wasn't the top.
Yeah, I... Okay, so, like, what about Annie?
Because I guess Annie, I don't know, like, Annie was giving that sort of, like... Yeah, like, type A personality of, like, very controlled, very much, like, my way or the highway.
Okay.
And I guess I wonder, as we're talking about, like, Savannah, I'm like, okay, is Savannah kind of giving, like, that energy?
Yeah, and I think just socially, because
like, can you work with a person like that, I guess is where I'm getting at.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I do think Nate is doing a good job of laughing it off, but
yes.
I would...
You would lock that away. You're like,
But also, it's like... If I'm also a type A woman, supposedly, and then another type A woman comes in, I'm like, no, there's not room for both.
There's no room. No. No.
I do actually. Well, okay. What I love about Savannah is that she is, like, saying it. Like, she's saying what's on her mind and putting actual words to it, whereas other people are, like, kind of a little bit in la la land and can't really say it. Yeah. So her, like, you know, driving these decisions and saying, like, really what she thinks, I appreciate as a viewer, for sure.
I mean, that's, like, it's that TV background, right? Because is she, like, an anchor?
Yeah. No, she's a reporter.
So she's a reporter, hello. So it's giving that, it's definitely showing, you know, that side of her, which, as a viewer, is fun to watch. Like what you said, like... Yeah, she's using her words. She knows what to say. I think she knows, like, what can maybe, like, sound exciting and, like, fun and controversial. I don't know. It's at the moment where we're at with her right now. She's kind of hard to root for, I guess.
So yeah, Savannah. I had the idea that we were gonna go through each player individually and then hash it out, but I feel like we hashed it all out.
I think we did.
With
and
Savannah.
I think, this episode really didn't focus on anybody else. It really was just on our, like...
So it was essentially Savannah and Nate making the decision together. Savannah then tells Nate, oh, you pick, you choose, because I don't want to be in the driver's seat. But from the editing perspective, from the viewer perspective, it shows essentially Savannah being in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
We know what she thinks about Jawan. Objectively weird. When... Yeah. I think she's exaggerating a bit there. He's literally just laying down in the shelter trying to, like, maybe get a little bit of shut-eye, but... Yeah. And then her friendship with Sophie is blossoming.
It's blossoming, yeah.
But Sophie's very tired. Rizzo is staying a good boy.
Yeah.
But I haven't really seen him jump out.
Yeah, he doesn't do anything. And he has... Just to double check, he has an immunity idol.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Idol. I just wanted to... Again, he was so not the focus that I, like...
And at this point, he doesn't
forgot about
play
it until
his immunity idol.
We hear about it from Sage.
Oh, yes. Well,
we'll get to that. But it's just one of those things where it was brought up and I was like, oh, right. Oh, right, that thing. Anyway, yeah.
And then Jason tried his best, but alas, did not survive. So that means we can move over to our newly formed Keeley tribe, and really parse out the dynamics there. So first, I want to talk about our Breakout Girls episode, Sage.
Yes, Sage. This has really been like, yeah, her episode to shine. I've just been really liking her. And I'm so excited. This whole like mixing of tribes. It's one of those things where it's like, okay, who's gonna like rise to the top? Who's gonna like, because let's see, because like looking at it, yeah, it is like mostly like previous Hina, and then two Uli, Sage and Shannon, and then we've got Alex. So almost kind of like a pretty similar predicament to like the other tribe. And it is this thing of like, okay, who's gonna thrive and who's gonna flounder? And I think someone like Shannon comes in and just goes like really hard and is strategizing and
rises to the top very quickly.
Yeah. And then yes, and the original Uli.
And but last week she also got very tight with everyone very quickly.
Yes.
And it seemed like Sage was on the outs.
Yes, but as we watch the episode, and it's kind of like that thing where you were saying about like, okay, like it's about staying almost like in the down low a little bit, and then it kind of almost like, but that's the thing. But you gotta, if you're gonna stay on the down low, I think it is a thing about like you have to be focusing on dynamics. Like you have to, if you're gonna be like quiet and sitting over here, like you've still got to be strategizing. You still have to be like watching what people are doing and saying, and that's what Sage was doing.
Yes,
that's what differed her, I think, from like Jason. I mean, there were lots of different things that were coming up against Jason, my poor sweet boy. But I think it's interesting, like, I don't know, seeing the dynamics in that tribe and now this one, and Sage exactly just kind of seeing people's dynamics, seeing what's going on, and exactly she sees the crack. She sees the crack when Alex and Steven are just kind of like are talking about Shannon and kind of like, oh, I don't know about her. Well, Alex is like, I like Shannon. I don't know. She's saying this. And Steven's like, I don't know. I feel like she's coming out really strong. I feel like there's something there. Sage hears that.
She's chomping on her pineapple.
As our girl does, she needs to be fed. Hey, us tall girls, we need to eat. It takes a lot to keep this machine running, and I understand. So I love that. So it almost, yeah, she comes like, oh, I'm feeling FOMO. Like I hear y'all talking over there. I'm feeling FOMO. Can y'all talk to me? And so they do. They just come over and they open up and they talk to her, and and just to see her open up and be like, oh, so you see Shannon, so you see her for what she is, and Sage saw that crack and she just like bolted it open, and it was so fun to watch.
I agree with everything you just said on that front, and you talking about her observing skills. I really was impressed with that specifically because I noticed something I have been struggling with in this season, and I feel like with some of their casting choices, or just maybe people are not fed enough, or people are put in a situation with strangers so they just act polite. Because that's what I would do.
Yeah.
If I go on business conferences, or if I was dropped into some random situation with strangers, my default is to play nice, make nice, be polite, not show them my weird funky self, not swear too much, not come out screaming like I am on this podcast right now. And so I feel like we're getting maybe like a watered down version of some of these people.
Yes, definitely.
And maybe like watered down versions of their observations. But what I loved about Sage is that, so Steven is clocking, Shannon's kind of a lot. She is talking a lot of strategy, and she's kind of disarming you with all the spirituality stuff. But Sage is the one that's like, no, I know what she does. She finds something high value in your life. And once she figures out what that is, she is going to intensely target that high value aspect of your life, whether it's your faith, it's you being a parent, something from your past, being bullied, whatever it is, she'll find it like a shark. And then every time you have a conversation with her, she is going to meet that thing of yours head on intensely, to the point where maybe one of your most cherished things about yourself, for instance your faith, is now a vulnerability. Wow. She turns it into a vulnerability because in a way people could argue it's manipulative, but maybe from her perspective it's just her trying to go deeper with people. But Sage clocks that and is able to put it into words, because we're watching the show, we don't get to see everything. We rely on these narrators to really tell us. And so I was like, thank you, Sage, for really describing it to me.
Describing it to me and describing it to, like, your fellow, like, contestants.
With Steve and Alex. So,
instead of just being like, right, because also I think so often, or at least what they show us, is like, people are maybe thinking these thoughts about, like, how people are, their strategy, their game, whatever that may be. But then I feel like when they try to, like, talk about it or connect with other people, it's often, at least, I don't know, it's often shown as, like, I don't know, I just don't know about her. Like, I don't know, she did, like, a kind of sketchy thing, or, like, oh, it's sketchy, I'm really sus about this.
The dictionary.
And it's like, okay, but it's like, I'm gonna need more. Like, especially, you're a contestant. Like, am I gonna vote someone out?
What does playing too hard mean?
What does that mean? Exactly. Yeah. Or like,
there was a moment in this episode where it was a Christina confessional, and she's like, "Yeah, I just heard all this stuff about Shannon, and I really like her. Oh, this is hard." Yeah. Christina is a sweetie pie.
She's the sweetest.
But I want something with more substance.
I'm gonna need people to be more self-actualized. I'm gonna need people to really, I mean, like I said earlier about Joanne, about listening to your gut, it's like, I'm gonna need you to really, really think about these feelings, like really contextualize and think and like, and verbalize what you are feeling. I'm gonna really need you to, you're out here in the jungle, I'm gonna really need you to dig in.
Yes.
I'm gonna really need you to dig in and exactly, like, every action that you take, I'm gonna need you to explain why you do that, and really, like, and give me a narration, give me why you're doing this. And just being like, exactly, like, exactly, like, I really like her, like, I don't know, I feel a sort of way about him, like, I don't know, it feels sus, or it feels like, it's like, no, I'm gonna need you to give me references, give me receipts.
She looks like a cute seal, but she's a shark. Exactly. She's got a fin on her back, can you not see it? She's finding your high value thing, and she's targeting it. It's like, go off, Sage. Yeah,
because then also your, like, fellow contestants that you're trying to create alliances with, they see that, and it's so detailed, it's so pointed, that it's like, that is some meat that they can, like, bite into and latch onto, which I think is, like, a very powerful thing to have as a contestant, is someone that wants to outlast out here.
So so this is kind of Sage's episode of her really observing the
really
Shannon
coming
ways.
To her own. It was
really coming into
really
her own.
Wonderful to see.
And then there was a moment after the immunity challenge, and Shannon walks away, and Sage takes the moment with the whole group.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, I just was like on the edge of my seat about that, because I just going to an entire group and laying something out there is very risky. A lot of this game is usually one-on-one conversations, and when you put it out to the whole group, you don't know everything, you don't know all the dynamics, you don't know all the things that have been promised and not promised amongst these people. But she says, I can prove that I'm with y'all because I have information. Knowledge is power, you could say. Rizzo got the beware advantage, and I'm almost positive he has an idol at this point. And MC goes, and I know by the way she's phrasing it, she's saying the truth, because MC is in the exact same predicament.
Exactly. She got the exact same. MC goes,
actually, I'm feeling Sage more now.
That's my girl. Yes. Oh, it was such a beautiful moment. It was such a beautiful moment to witness, and it feels so galvanizing, especially a couple of episodes ago when we get that story from Sage where she felt like she wasn't really, like, understood growing up and felt very lonely, ghosted by friends.
I made a note. If you have been ghosted by a friend and you don't know where to sit when you take your lunch tray,
Yeah.
you do become a highly observant person.
Yeah.
And she is from the South, and she, in her preseason interviews and stuff, she just talks about like being a forever misunderstood person, and I do think that has made her be, just a very sharp young woman.
Yeah, she's taking what might have been seen as a weakness and she's making it her strength. Because also that misunderstoodness could be, and it's kind of taken, I know we're going to talk about Shannon, and I think it's been taken by Shannon, who, prides herself in like reading people, which in a lot of ways she can, right? She does find the thing that people love and focuses on it. And maybe it's like a little bit of arrogance on her part that she thinks she has like Sage all figured out, and she so does not.
Yeah.
She is like, she doesn't think that she's like a player. She doesn't think she's really like strategizing in this game. And as she mentions in like one of her side interviews where she's like, oh yeah, I just never really talk strategy with Sage. So I think in her head that must mean like, oh, so she's not, so she must not be strategizing. Girl. Just you wait. Just you freaking wait.
So,
We'll
that
see about
segues
that.
us well to Shannon,
Yes.
because she also had a very interesting episode. So
Right
it's
off
like
the gate.
these two women, Sage and Shannon, are running parallel to each other, and who's gonna win the race?
Yes, who's gonna outpiece each other.
So Shannon is up at night, scheming, thinking, which I would relate to, because that would be me. I'd be like, sleep.
Yeah, who needs it?
Who needs it?
Yeah.
And an idea appears in her head.
Yeah.
What about a 6-way alliance?
Mm-hmm.
2 red, 2 yellow, 2 blue.
Mm-hmm.
Secret cross-tribal alliance, and their goal is to keep those 6 names out of people's mouths. She has this idea, turns over, and
the person there is Steven. And so she's like, I'm going to talk to Steven.
And I'm going to talk to Steven.
And I'm going to tell this plan. Tell him this plan. Yeah.
And he's like, I have not had my coffee yet.
No.
This feels like a lot. I haven't even woken up.
I wonder how early it is.
I mean, I was even curious how the cameraman knew to film that, because it looked like they were all sleeping, and then all of a sudden...
And it was so dark out.
The sun hadn't even risen yet.
Yeah.
And it reminded me of the cross-tribal alliance dream that Q had in season 46, when it was that journey, that it was like 3 people at the journey, and it was like Q, Tim, and someone else, and he's like, okay, you choose one other person to bring into the alliance, that's 6, and we'll be a cross-tribal alliance. And that was like Q's like, boom, brain exploding, it's genius. It didn't like end up panning out.
No, but it didn't.
It didn't. And so I also feel the same kind of worry for Shannon.
Yeah.
Because essentially, like, they haven't even lost an immunity challenge yet. They don't know when they're going to merge. Also, it is technically a good idea, but it's so hard to understand. It's so hard to keep something like that under control.
Exactly. That's so many people. It's so many. And exactly, y'all are on different tribes right now. Like, you don't know the alliances.
You don't
that
know
are happening.
the true number ones
you
of
really
a lot of people.
Exactly. Like, you have to be... It is such a place of being so locked in that they are just like, no one is right now. And I don't know. It felt very like pie in the sky idea. It's like, sure, in a perfect world, 2, like, from each of like the 3 tribes. Yeah, sure. But people don't work that way.
Very, very risky.
People, yeah.
So she goes to Steven about this, and Steven is feeling like, maybe she's playing a little too hard. She's coming really hard with the strategy. And that's when Steven goes to MC and starts chatting about this. And MC actually says something interesting to me. She says, I really like Shannon, and I actually... When I watch her play the game, I wish I could actually play like her.
Yes.
And I'm wondering, what is MC's story going to be? Because I feel like she is a deep down sweetie. Yeah. But wants to be maybe a shark. Or maybe wants to be more. And
wants to do more scheming. Wants to do more like, maybe like behind the scenes big swings.
But it feels so unnatural to her character.
Yeah.
So I just noticed that. And then Steven and MC go to Christina.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like,
I wrote that down. Yeah.
You know, what are you feeling? What are your vibes, Christina? And she says that she is loving Alex and she's loving Shannon. My first thought is, where the hell is Sophie?
Where the hell is Sophie?
Where the hell is Sophie? Because now we've got Steve and we got MC. Christina saying she loves Alex and Shannon. And, you know, it's like, and we kind of know what's going on stage, but it's like,
we don't know anything about Sophie.
Christina is talking about someone from Uli and someone from Keeley. She's not even talking about someone from her tribe. So anyway, I'm just like, donde Sophie.
Donde. Yeah, I did like Sophie's hat that she made out of a palm leaf.
Yes.
I'll give her flowers.
Yes.
I will give her flowers for that. I'm like, that's genius. That's good. A little hat, a little like almost like baseball hat with like the pointy sticks. That was good.
That was good.
I did like that. So I will give you that, Sophie. Sophie, I have no idea what you're doing. You're kind of like nothing's really going on there, but
or maybe things are going on there.
Do you think maybe the producers were pissed off that she wasn't happy about the fruit, and they were like, "Bitch, no worries."
I do think that was a producer dig there, possibly, because they edited it immediately. Like, how dare she say this about the reward?
They really did.
So I don't know. I would love to learn more about Sophie, but
me too.
Christina's like, I love Alex, I love Shannon, and they're like, Shannon's like doing a lot, and she's playing a lot, and I don't know what we can think about this. Yeah. And I just feel like in this moment, I'm like, Christina, like, she described herself in preseason interviews as a social nerd, as in she, you know, if some people nerd out about Pokemon, she nerds out about social connection. And like being she's like a extrovert, you know, extreme, outgoing all the way. Yeah. So I feel like if her social cup is filled on this island, she's happy. Yeah. She's fine. There's
she's having a good time.
Like there's not like scheming in her brain. There's not, you know, all these complicated like thoughts that Sage is going through. She is not going that deep.
Exactly.
When she's observing people, because she's like, I'm laughing.
Yeah, I'm laughing. There's love.
Yeah. I am getting my social cup filled. And so Christina leaves this conversation like, I don't know about Shannon. And then we get this cut to of Shannon talking to Christina, and she's saying, goats get high off of hay. Jesus got high off of God. And Sage is laying there. And yeah, Christina is eating it all up. But Shannon is very specifically doing a Jesus God focused thing with Christina.
Yeah. And she's not really, she's not paying attention because Christina does seem like such a lovable, bubbly person. Like, you can just tell she's always had friends. She has friends around her all the time. Like, she hasn't had to be that person that's like sitting by themselves having to be observant and watching other people hang out and other people's dynamics. And I don't know, it might not serve her in this game. I'm sorry, Christina. I love you so much. I love you so much. I'm worried for you, girl. You're good right now. You're going to be fine. But just let's get our head in the game. Let's get our head in the game. We're in Survivor.
She hasn't gone to a tribal council yet.
I know, but we're playing Survivor.
But yeah, we're playing Survivor.
Christina, you're on Survivor. Okay, so I'm doing this. Let's lock in. Okay, but I love you.
Because I feel
if you ever hear this, I love you so much.
I feel like Christina probably is going to stay on the sweetie pie path.
Yes.
Because she's a sweetie pie.
Because she's a sweetie pie. She
but
doesn't have to work.
I'm curious the path that MC is going to go on.
Yes.
Because MC. I do feel like the best spot people in this Keeley tribe are MC and Steven. Mm-hmm. Because they're number ones with each other.
Yes.
And Steven especially is just so well aligned.
Yes,
with everybody.
Is, yeah.
Shannon, the first person, she describes the 6-way alliances with Steven. Mm-hmm. Alex.
Immediately beelines it to Steven. Yeah,
bromance with Steven. They kill that chicken together.
Oh, they do. They're bonded for life now.
They're bonded for life.
Yeah.
And he's so tight with MC and Kristen. And Sage is the one, he's a primary person that she shares that with. Yeah. So he is like this glue person of the tribe. So I think he's very well insulated come merge. And then MC as well. What are you feeling about Alex right now?
Gosh, Alex is, again, I think it's interesting that he makes, was it him who said that he like has like strong relationships with women? Was he the one saying? Which I think is interesting because he just makes a beeline to Steven.
Well,
first we see him.
I mean, he's chatting up Shannon a lot.
That is true.
There's a lot of scenes that
lots of holding, and they highlighted this. Yeah, a lot of holding hands, like not holding hands, but like there's touch.
At one moment, she grabs his hand and kisses it.
Oh,
and
that's
Sage is
right.
like,
we haven't talked about that.
Why?
That's right. We didn't talk about that. Yeah.
So Sage is feeling like Shannon is doing kind of a parvati play on Alex by being very flirtatious with him. And then Alex is saying, oh no, we're not a duo or anything. I'm just being really friendly.
But it did seem like, but when he was talking to Steven, he's like, I don't know, I really like Shannon. So there is something there.
But the moment Steven says, yeah, but I think she's playing kind of hard, and he immediately backed off, and he's like, oh no, we're not a duo.
That's true. That is true.
But yeah, I think he also, I think Alex and Sophie are Sophie on other tribe. Sophie
I was gonna say the Keeleys are doing good. Like they're pretty they've joined these other groups, and they're original Keeley. Sorry, yes. Original Keeley people who are both on each of these new tribes. They're both like they work some magic, and they're just like immediately in there.
So I think because of them being so non-threatening.
They're
it's not this, it's this Hina war, it's this Uli war, and they're just here for adoption, and so Alex is just super nice guy. Yeah. They take him in. Sophie with an eye, wounded puppy, they adopt her. And so I think he's doing really well. I think he is chatting up Steven, and he's chatting up Shannon a lot. He has backed off of Shannon a little bit, but I do wonder where that's going to shake out next episode when Shannon comes and knocking on his door again. And then Sophie with an E. I don't know.
Yeah, where you been, Loco? What's going on? What's going on, girl?
I bet she's part of it. Part of things somehow. We're just not being. It's not being featured at all. Yeah. So they. They do end up winning the immunity challenge. You described it as water torture.
Yeah, it's like they had there was like this big cage that's in the water, and first they've got to take these poles that are on top. I was confused. Like, okay, they're on top of the cage, then they gotta jump in. Okay, and then they gotta climb back out, get these poles, get them in the cage, and then they use these they're like tree trunks essentially to pull this cage up and walk it out of the water into the beach. But it's also being weighed down. I don't know. It was so crazy.
And supposedly it's very hot.
It was. Yeah. It looked so heavy, and I mean, talk about cracks. I mean, the new Hina tribe, Nate just did that crazy challenge, where he had to carry all these sandbags. So of course, now this an equally, if not harder, carrying challenge. Right back to back.
He was getting a little short.
He was getting short with Brazil.
He was just shut up.
Yeah. Which I was, again, I put myself in that space. I'm like, I would be the same. I think I would be shut the fuck up.
What chatter has been happening about this challenge is, should Keeley have thrown it? Because they knew their boy Jason was a lamb out for slaughter. So Keeley throwing it would have taken Keeley to tribal council.
Yes.
Instead of Hina.
Yes. Wait. Oh.
So they could save Jason.
So they could have saved Jason.
Yes.
Oh.
Because the two people on the chopping block would be Shannon or Sage.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't be getting one of their own out.
Does it make you think that Jason, at the end of the day, didn't have any real strong connections to the people in original Hina?
Yeah.
That they didn't even think.
Possibly. In his exit interview, he was very adamant about being very tight with MC and Steven. He said that MC actually showed her idol, or her beware advantage to him as well. In the show, you only see her showing it to Steven.
Right.
No, it's possible, but it's like, I don't know. That's been some chatter online about if they had thrown it, would that have actually been a good call? Because it's kind of like a taboo subject, throwing the challenges, but there are cases where I do think it's it's a possibly valid thing. It could bite you in the butt, but
it could. But hey, Survivor also is about taking big swings.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, that's
because they definitely throw stuff in Australian Survivor.
Oh yeah. I'm sure those Aussies say it out loud. Do they say it like out loud? The Aussies. Oh, not out loud, maybe not out loud, but like back in their like camp.
There have been
they have combos of like,
I mean, they will be like on the mat and be like, we're throwing it. Like
they would. Oh my god, these Aussies.
Like we're gonna lose because these people we're taking them out. Goodbye.
Yeah.
There are hostages.
Oh my god, it's Wolf Creek out there. I don't know if people understand. Like, it is crazy out there. Yeah. And they do not care. Wow, they're like, we're out front about it. So many
edits in like American Survivor history. If you throw the challenge and the person who wanted to throw it, they are the ones that end up going home that night.
I see. Yeah.
But they could have maybe saved Jason. They could have
saved Jason. Oh.
So now, if we are going into Merge next week, this is the possible Ula Hina war going on. So I'm very curious about how original Keely will go, because I'm guessing Alex and Sophie are going to want to vote together.
Oh, you think?
I mean, they might even have like a secret alliance together, and maybe they don't vote together, but they are like telling each other everything.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Yeah. So we'll have to see. But yeah, this has been an episode with lots of big feelings.
Yeah, if I could say another highlight of mine that I really liked with Sage, I forgot to bring this up while we were talking about her. When she does have this like, she does have like some combos with Shannon, where again Shannon just thinks she's got like, oh, we're just gal pals, just gabbing it up, no strategy here, nothing going on here, we're good because we're both Uli, and. I just thought it was funny when Shannon was like, Sage, your skin is actually really good. Your skin is looking really good right now. I don't know. That just took me like to like middle school. I don't know. Something about that. I was just like...
Yeah, like when they're like hugging by the water well and like Sage is rolling her eyes. I was like,
that's what I want to see.
Women hugging, loving on each other.
Wow.
It's not actually the case.
Female friendships are complex. Which this is not a friendship. This is something else. This is a game. This is a game show. But it was fun. It was fun to watch. And again, it just shows like Shannon thinking that there's not much to Sage, and Sage is playing her, and it's very fun to watch.
Yeah, no, I was really wanting Keely to lose because I so wanted to see that like come to a head at Tribal Council, and then when Hina won, I was like, no. I don't want to go back to Tribal Council with them.
I know.
But it happened. So, hopefully, post-merge things can spice up here.
Spice up, get a little bit interesting, a little exciting. Do you think the land that the, I keep messing them up. I wish they would have gotten new names when they went to just like the two other tribes. The tribe that let's see, Savannah and Jawan are in. That is
Uli.
Uli
Red.
The one that they're in right now. Sorry,
New Hina.
Yellow. Do you think? Right, and they went back to, but they're the ones. Wait, are they the ones that went? No. They stayed in the Hina camp. It was the other ones that went to the Keely camp. I was about to say if that land was cursed. Like if I was like whatever original Keely, whatever camp that was in, I was kind of like, oh man, I wonder if it's no. They're the ones who keep winning. They're the ones who win. Anyway, maybe Sophie's cursed. Maybe Sophie with an E is cursed, and she's just not meant to eat. Yeah. This is so tough.
Yeah. Sophie with an I, you mean?
Sophie with an I. Sorry, yeah. i.e.
There's a Shannon, there's a Savannah, there's a Sophie, there's a Sage. It's very hard out here. Yeah, and there's 2 Sophies.
Anyways.
Well, I think that wraps our Survivor recap.
It does.
So,
it feels so good. It feels so right to be back doing this.
I know. Oh, yes. I know I missed it last week, but follow us on Instagram.
Yes.
We just posted our first TikTok.
Woo! Yes, our first TikTok. Oh my god, I see y'all commenting. I see y'all liking it. We've got, at the moment, I think we had like 400 views, and it's very exciting. We made a reel finally. It's a huge accomplishment. Yeah.
So
guess which person did it? The type A person or the type B person? Just take a wild guess. On who did that.
I have so much more to discuss about type A and type B. Okay, so I feel like work ethic doesn't apply.
Oh, okay. You
in
don't
my
think it
head.
applies to the type.
Yeah.
To the type of person. I feel like it does.
Well, no, I'm like, no, when I say I have a lot to say, I'm now going to like ask everyone what they think they are. And then I'm going to think what I think of them.
Lucky us, we're about to be in a group of women in like an hour, and that we got to go around the table and ask everybody what they think. And so
if I'm going to say like how I frame a type A, type B argument, it would be someone who, a type A person feels like they feel like they have to be in control.
I was about to say that,
things.
Like very control. Okay.
Very controlling, and they feel like if they don't, if they don't plan everything perfectly, nothing's gonna work out for them. Like they don't have hope in the magic of the world.
Gotcha.
And they're very territorial. So I'm like thinking of like situations where it's like, I don't feel the need to make dinner reservations often.
I can see that, yeah.
Because I'm like, the 6 of us could show up at dinner at 7:30 p.m. and they'll get us seated.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine. And we do that all the time, and it is fine. It is fine. And then I feel like a type A person would be like, no, we have to get a reservation.
No, we have to get a reservation.
It's like, and this is my burden to get everyone a reservation. I don't know why. In my head, I'm like, I'm a type B person, but now I'm like, am I a type A person? I guess
it might, you're the way you're describing it makes so much sense to me, and I'm like, okay, maybe I need to like reconfigure, because I think to me I think the work ethic is like interlinked to like the type of person that you are, but that's interesting. Maybe I need to rethink. Because as we're talking about this, I know this is a Survivor episode, but I do keep going back to Real Housewives.
Yeah,
I do think back to, I watched the teeniest little bit of Wife Swap with Angie. But I just saw the beginning. I saw it before the swap, if you can believe it. I was like, I'm good. I'm tired. I was tired that night. I was like, I'm gonna stop watching TV. But it did show her in like, right in like quote unquote like her element, and her being exactly so controlling in every little thing. Like her husband's just like, whatever, just making an omelet, making some scrambled eggs, and she's like, and her whole thing is like, well, no, if I want things to be done right, I have to do them. Like, it's very much that mentality. And then, of course, like, it's this, like, self-martyring thing where she's like, oh, but I'm so tired. God, I work so hard. These people don't know how hard I work to make sure everything's right. Meanwhile, like, her family's just like, well, we don't need everything perfect. You're the one that's insisting we make everything perfect. So then you're exhausted. You're doing everything. But now that grows resentment. And now you're resentful towards us because it's something that you're putting on yourself.
My work ethic.
So that's maybe that's like the like lawful evil of it all.
Because I would say my work ethic doesn't make me resentful of other people's lack of a work ethic.
And that's beautiful, and I love that. And don't ever change.
Because I feel like that the memes of like, oh, I'm forced to do email, but I'm really meant to just sit on a front porch. Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm the one who's like meant to work very hard, and I want it to be so my people can sit on the porch, because I want if they are meant to be on the porch, I want them to be on the porch, and when I'm done working, I want to join them on the porch.
And you will always be welcome on the porch.
Yeah,
always.
Oh, Oh, there's so much. I'm really gonna think on this.
I can't wait to talk about it with the girls.
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
So
maybe I'm totally wrong. Yeah. I'm very excited to hear
we're gonna get the
think.
poll on the next episode of the podcast.
Yes.
We will let you know.
We will do our research and we will come back with our findings.
We all know Nina's type B. That's already established.
Yeah.
But what is it? What does it really mean? Okay.
It's like not even a discussion.
Okay.
All right.
Bye,
Love
bye.
y'all. See ya.